Hello.
Hello.
All right, we got it going, but I had to make a new channel so no one's here. Hopefully they'll move over in a minute.
You're literally talking and know that.
You got set up. Your head's half missing.
Hello.
Hey. Still wait for someone to come in. Oh, here we go. Morning, Kilton Gardner. Chipper. Well, I wouldn't call you no one either. We can't see anything on here. We don't know what we're doing. We're experimenting. Dog's got to get in on the action.
Okay.
Okay. So we don't really have anything we wanted to talk about per se. We hadn't done a live stream yet, so we wanted to see what that was all about. And Megan and I have been here filming videos all weekend, which we'll be uploading over the next week or two. We probably made 6 or 7 videos this weekend. What did we do?
We made ornaments for one, then lotion, and then chapstick, deodorant, ornament.
Christmas tree ornaments.
We dried out some fruit for a Christmas tree.
Can you guys hear her? She likes the whisper. 9 inches. We only got probably between 5 and 6. Had to go out and clean the cars off earlier. Still got to go out and feed the rabbits. Chickens are good. I got a feeder that works for them for about a week. Uploading a video about a Christmas tree. Yeah, we usually put ours up the weekend after Thanksgiving, but we just put it up yesterday because I was waiting for Megan to be here so we could do that together. And we made all of the ornaments for it this year. We strung some cranberries. We made 2 different kinds of ornaments that we did videos on, and we might make some more today. I think we're going to make some out of beeswax. You got there? We made some chapstick this weekend. Get a video for that.
Yeah. It's good. I like
it. You're whispering.
We use wintergreen and peppermint essential oils for it.
Yeah, it tastes pretty good. Is this video really choppy for you guys?
Yeah,
all right, see you, old school.
Have a great day.
We got 9 inches of snow. That's crazy. Okay, good. I don't know why it's slower on my end, but we'll go with it. Yeah, we don't have very good internet here. We're out in the middle of nowhere. In fact, they just installed fiber cable out here over the last 4 months. And we're on that system now. Prior to that, the only option was telephone lines or satellite dishes. So we have Comcast, but it's still pretty slow and choppy and intermittent. We don't really get cell phone service here. A lot of times,
especially in the basement, we don't.
Yeah, we're in the basement here. We have to go upstairs or outside to use our telephones here. It's pretty annoying. Yeah, exactly. Definitely move slower through snow, just like me. It's tough to read comments and pay attention at the same time. Those people that I watch do live shows are much better at this. They got practice, I guess.
This is our first one.
Yeah, we got to experiment some, don't we?
You couldn't even turn it on.
Yeah, I started it and I set it up to go live at a certain time, and it was up on our screen, but there was no way to actually start broadcasting. It kept saying it was waiting for me, and there was no place to start it, so we had to open a new one. Yeah, we had a landline, and I just got rid of it because we were spending money on it and really didn't hardly ever use it. I don't generally talk to people on the phone that much anyway. I needed to have internet because I do telework from time to time, and have to be able to connect for work to be able to do that. So really don't have a choice there. But obviously with YouTube, we need to have internet anyway, and we don't do cable TV, so the only thing we can watch is streaming. We have Netflix and we have YouTube, and that's about all we can do. Pretty boring for you, huh?
No, I have a phone. I just go upstairs.
You had TV at home.
I don't watch it.
Yeah, roads are pretty clear. Tia had to go to work today. She works at a bank in Fredericksburg, and they didn't open until noon. She normally goes in at 7:30, so she got to go in later than normal, and the roads were fairly clear when she drove in. So I said I think we had about 5 to 6 inches here in Central Virginia. It wasn't too bad. This is our first snow. We've only been living here since March, and it's not bad at all.
I like it here.
Yeah, she has fun over here. She's only over here a couple of weekends a month, generally speaking. I'm sorry, I'm down here petting the dog to keep him quiet. All the way in Belgium. That is a heck of a signal, I'll give you that. I've never been to Belgium. I'd love to go over there and have some beer. We're going to, well, we talked about this on the, what's the other app that we were on for the content creators? Discord. Talking to Krista Fix on there. We're heading over to Germany in April to do a little bit of a beer tour in southern Germany. Really looking forward to going to, where are we going over there? Yeah, you're not going. I can't remember now. What? Bamberg. Bamberg is the one I'm looking forward to the most. But yeah, I would love to go to Belgium someday as well. Tower's 4 miles away, but we live in a dip with a lot of trees, so connection's not the best. Yeah, we've got trees everywhere. Actually, I'd like to take down some trees. I have a little bit of a hard time growing our garden here. Sunlight, direct sunlight, is generally about 3 hours a day. We get decent light for maybe 7 to 8 hours a day. But we just have so much tree canopy that makes it really difficult to grow anything here. And I kind of like having the trees, but at the same time, I want to be able to eat too. So I think we're going to have to take some down this year. We'll see. Okay. We got a dog upstairs going crazy. Yeah, I remember the days of a new baby. I can't do that anymore. We have enough work with the dogs and an 11-year-old. I can't imagine going back to doing diapers. Yeah, Food Forest, you should definitely join the content creators group over there on Discord. I've only been a member now for 2 or 3 weeks, but it's a really great group of guys over there, very supportive, answer your questions, help you out a lot. Just a really good group of people. Great conversations over there. Yeah, Matt, I saw that comment on the first video we had up. We walked uphill both ways, right?
Nope. Nope.
They don't know anything about that these days. Kids get driven to the school, they get driven to the bus stop and sit in the car. You know, we didn't have any of that when we were kids. Parents just kicked us out the door. Go to school.
Especially yours.
Yeah.
Oh, no, Charlie. Well, this is Charlie.
Yeah. That's our newest dog.
He likes to lick.
Yeah, it's called Discord. You can go on your phone and download the app for Discord, and then I'm not sure if I'm able to put a link in here. Let me.
You have to look. You have to search it and then copy it, and then you go down to there. And double click it and hit copy.
I just made McCoy and Dan Bois moderators, so hopefully one of them can put a link in here for you. Download the Discord app and then hit that link, and it should give you an opening to join. I had some problems when I did mine. It didn't like it when my phone was using Internet Explorer, but when I moved over to Chrome on my phone, I had no problem joining in. I saw from some other folks that you might want to log in from a computer and set your account up and then access it from your phone after that, so you don't have to worry about getting connectivity to the group itself. But it's definitely worth going to look at. Like I said, I really enjoy the guys over there. We have really good conversations. They're very helpful. If you have questions, they'll take care of you. Iowa. Wow. Okay. We're out here in Virginia, so we are snowed in today. Not really. We're probably going to go to the store. I need to get a new heater for the chickens. They don't have any water right now. So we're probably going out of Tractor Supply here in a few minutes. But we got 5 inches, maybe 6 inches. Not too bad. I don't ever watch the weather, so I don't know what they were actually calling for, but you know, based on what the Weather Channel usually tells us, they were probably calling for a dusting, I guess. If it didn't snow at all, I would assume they were calling for 12 inches, right?
I don't like Charlie. Why are you petting him?
Because he's looking at me.
Because he doesn't want you to hit him.
Yeah, they can't see all that because the camera's too close. Yeah, raining I can deal with. We had crazy rain this year. August, I think it rained almost every day in August and half of July. Had a lot of problems getting the vegetables to grow. The water was just, you know, the water table was all the way up to the surface. You know, we would get half an inch of rain and there'd be an inch of water on top of the ground from it. Yeah. He growls when he's being petted. I don't know. He's weird.
He likes it. His growl is funny.
Hey, you guys got a decent sized lake out there? We're on a lake. I don't have waterfront property here, but we can see the lake from our house in the winter when there's no leaves on the trees. I don't know how big the lake is. It's fairly sizable. It's all man-made. There's a nuclear power plant on the other side of the lake from us, and they had to make the lake to keep the towers cool there, I guess. So they came into basically a hollow and flooded the whole place. Stocked it with fish. It's got really good fishing. I'm not sure all of the species that they have out there, but I know there's bigmouth and smallmouth bass, catfish, and a few other species. I haven't been out there to do any fishing personally yet, but we're going to go out and do some of that next year. We'll get some of that on video. We got a small 13-foot boat. Yeah, Chipper, I don't know what the deal is, but if he's happy, he's growling. All right, we have, that's a Cavalier, King Charles Cavalier. We have another one. He's upstairs right now, and he does the same thing. If you're rubbing him and he really likes it, he's growling the whole time.
And he
It's
doesn't
very
growl.
weird.
He doesn't growl like this though.
Well, that just looks like a big blur on my screen.
Also sounds fine in person.
We have 3 cow puddles on this place. Laugh out loud. Nice. I wish I had a better water source out there for the animals. I got to truck everything from inside the house now that it's winter. Can't use the outside faucet anymore. And I have a video. I built a new system for watering the rabbits over winter. Didn't work perfectly. All right, Christofix, thanks for joining us. Have a good one. I wonder what time it is in Belgium. What do you suppose they are? Probably a good 7-8 hours different from us. So I built a waterer for the rabbits, and basically what I did was set up an igloo cooler with a water heater inside of it and a pump, and I'm able to keep the water flowing past all of the cages with no problem. It's warm enough and it's moving, so it's not freezing, but it comes off in about a 3-inch section down to the nipple for the rabbits, and that's where it's freezing at this point.
Is that right?
So that was a failure. No, that's Beijing, China. I don't know. It's right off of France. BE. She's looking up how far off Belgium is on time. Oh, it's 6 p.m. there. Yeah, so it's only 6 hours different from us. Probably because it's daylight savings. It's probably normally 5. So Greenwich Mean Time is 5 hours off of us. We're East Coast time.
LA's 3 hours.
Yeah, heated dog bowl. That's what I'm using for the chickens. The problem that I have with the rabbits is they're all in individual cages. So I've got 7 rabbits in my breeding stock. So I'd have to have 7 of those, and keep electricity running out there to those is a little problematic. I don't have electricity out there, so I'm running 200 feet of extension cord right now. At some point, I'd like to go ahead and get some conduit and bury something out there, and basically just put a dead end stump off of that line out in the middle of the yard, and be able to run extension cords directly off of that. But still being able to run that to 7 or 8 bulls seems like it's going to be pretty problematic. Hey, Heaven's Gate, thanks for joining us. Yeah, I've got a cell phone. I don't know if I can be logged into both at the same time because I'm using my account to do the broadcast, and I don't know YouTube well enough.
Is it a video?
Well, okay, so let me put that down there so you can read the comments on there.
The spin of death must be the cold.
Yeah, I hate that. I get that a lot when I'm watching other people's videos and I got to close down and start back up again. It's pretty annoying.
Ooh, hello from Ireland and Tennessee. Hello.
That's Irene in Tennessee. Not Ireland, Tennessee. Hey, Irene, how are you? Did you guys get snow like we got? I was watching, let's see, I watch a lot of channels. I think I was watching Arms Family Homestead yesterday. They did a live broadcast about the emergency weather situation they were having out in Oklahoma. Apparently, almost every county in Oklahoma was under an emergency set by their governor for a huge snowstorm that was coming through, and it ended up they just got rain. I don't know if that was the same storm that came through here yesterday or not, but we got about 5 inches, maybe 6 inches. Not too bad.
This is his hobby.
What's his hobby?
Looking at me.
Oh, I know.
He's looking me on my arm constantly.
Yeah, that dog likes to lick.
She won't stop.
You're not reading comments, so I'm gonna put my glasses back on.
Here's one. Do you watch Stony Bridge?
I do watch Stony Ridge, and he is in Virginia. I'm not exactly sure where. I think he's down near Danville, possibly. But he's in Southern Virginia, apparently close to North Carolina border. I didn't get to speak with him in person, but I saw him at the Homesteaders of America conference earlier this year. At that point, we didn't have a channel, but I saw him running around filming some interviews with some other YouTubers. It was amazing how many people were there. Jess from Roots and Refuge were there. Alderman Farms was there. Doug and Stacy were there.
He says that Stony got lots of snow over there.
Okay, yeah, I haven't watched him today. I'm gonna have to go check that out. The last video I saw, they had gotten a lot of rain, and he had someone in clearing some trees out, and they had tore his property up pretty bad, I guess. So I'll have to go check out and see how bad he got. We watch another channel called Off Grid Homesteading, which is in Charlottesville, which is about 45 minutes south of where we are here. And I saw one of the videos he uploaded today said they had basically had a blizzard. I haven't actually watched this video yet to see how much snow they actually got. I don't know if that was an exaggeration, but it's not that bad here.
He is good people, Josh is.
Hmm?
Josh is good people.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's see, who else do we have around here? Farm on Quail Hollow. She is, I guess, about an hour north of us. She's also in Virginia. There's a couple other Virginia channels we watch down around Richmond.
Glad to be living up north this year so far.
Yeah, you guys, 9 inches here. Yeah, 9 inches. That's crazy. And you're in Virginia as well, right, Kilted Gardner? I don't remember exactly where, but I think you're south of us somewhere. You were near Charlottesville, maybe? All right, Matt, take it easy. Have a good one.
Bye. Not much snow in my neck of the woods.
An inch in Michigan. Yeah, that's usually what we get for a year here. We've had a couple of bad years where we had a couple of feet blizzards, but I can only think of 2 of those since the 70s. We really don't get very much snow here. Okay, yeah, you're in. Sorry, dead air, right? We can't do that. We're such amateurs.
What?
We left dead air. We weren't talking.
No, because you were too busy looking.
You're supposed to fill in the holes. That's your job.
Well, there were no comments.
You're my sidekick. You got to fill in.
Oh,
Look, your head's not even on the screen.
It's good enough?
Yeah.
So this is usual to get much snow. We have near to pig stop 2 feet here so far this year.
All right, Chipper, have a good one. Thanks for stopping by. Like I said, we didn't really have anything to talk about today. We were more or less just testing this out. We were here not doing anything because of the snow, so thought we'd play around with it a little bit. Appreciate you swinging by. I don't mind the snow. I used to do a lot of skiing when I was younger. Not so much anymore. Yeah. I started snow skiing when I was 4. I used to ski quite a bit. In fact, I lived out in California and worked ski patrol for a season at Big Bear.
I didn't know this.
Nah, you weren't around.
Ooh.
You weren't made yet.
Wow.
Stuff popping up on my screen here. Sorry.
We don't get any till January. I'm in Knoxville, but we get some yesterday and a bit last night.
Yeah, Tennessee, I can't imagine gets it too terribly bad. I mean, I guess it depends. You guys have mountains, but I lived in Texas for a while in Houston, and we actually had snow and ice the first winter I lived there, which I thought was pretty ridiculous. The more ice than snow. Um, but I don't know. It seems to follow me wherever I go. I can't get away from it. If I moved to Dubai, it would probably snow that year too.
Yeah, we love it too. Snowboarding, skiing, ice fishing.
Tobogganing. I
Yeah.
haven't done any ice fishing. I would love to. We one year had the water freeze enough when I lived in Maryland that some people took a Volkswagen out and drove it around out on the creek. Um, but generally speaking, we don't get enough ice to be able to do that kind of thing around here anywhere. Water stays too warm. You might get 6 inches of ice, but it doesn't last for that long, and I certainly wouldn't trust it to go out and do any fishing on it. But yeah, I would love to go up and do some of that. That sounds like a lot of fun.
Lakes are almost ready for ice fishing.
Yeah, I've seen a few people posting some threads on or some YouTube channels that are already out doing some ice fishing. It looks like a heck of a lot of fun. I'd love to try it out sometime. I'd like to go up and do some snowmobiling up in Maine or something like that too. That would be a lot of fun. I lived in Maine when I was a kid, but I was too young to remember any of it. But
you lived in Maine?
Yeah.
I didn't even live there when I was.
Yeah, we took you there on vacation.
And I had an ear infection, so on the plane everybody hated me.
Yeah, she was maybe 4 years old, 3 years old, and had an ear infection and didn't like the descent on the airplane at all. Everybody on the plane hated us. Maine would be interesting. I think I could live there fairly easily. I don't know about the couple of weeks in the summer with the black flies. We were stationed up near the Canada border when my dad got back from Vietnam, so I was too young to remember it myself. But it snowed on the 4th of July picnic there, if that tells you how far north it was.
People are ice fishing here, houses out, and even vehicles on the lake.
Yeah, that's I've seen some people pulling some houses out onto some lakes on YouTube videos already. It looked like a heck of a lot of fun to me. I'd really like to give that a try. We don't I still see people out here fishing, not as much. I drive over the lake every day going to work, and I usually see 2 or 3 people out there at 5 o'clock in the morning, 4 o'clock in the morning, putting their boats in to go out fishing still. Obviously, that's not ice fishing. The lake never quite gets cold enough to truly freeze over. You might get a few inches of ice out a few feet from the shore, but that's all you're going to see here. We're just not anywhere near cold enough.
Good morning, Food Forest.
Yeah, Celtic Gardener, if you go live, we'll tune in and watch. I think we're going to get out and head to Tractor Supply to pick up another heater, but we can run the phone in the car too. So we actually get better internet when we're driving in the car than we get in our house. It's ridiculous.
What? Yes.
Late January, I was want to walk around East Lake. Yeah, I've never been into competition fishing. Used to do a lot of fishing when I was young. Grew up in Maryland off Chesapeake Bay. We would go out and do a lot of trolling for bluefish and a lot of deeper fishing for perch and flounder. And we used to be able to catch a lot of rockfish, which is basically sea bass. They put a moratorium on them for about 30 years. You can currently fish them, but only a 2-week season every year. And there's a lot of limitations on what you can keep. Take it easy, Food Forest. Thanks for dropping by. Bluefish were a very oily fish, so we never ate those. We used to just use those to bait crab pots. We'd catch about 2 bushels of crab every weekend, and the entire summer. That was my life growing up as a kid. A lot of good times, fond memories of being out on the water. And I haven't had a boat now for probably the last 20 some odd years. And I just got one. I bought one from my father earlier this year when we moved here to the lake. So we're looking forward to doing some of that next year. Take Megan out and get her on the water, get her learning to fish. She's been excited to go fishing, but hasn't done it. Yeah, she's been crabbing. She hasn't been fishing yet. And we'll get out and do some crabbing too. We're close to the Potomac River and the Chesapeake Bay here. So we get lots of seafood. Problem is, you don't want to eat most of the fish that you get out of the Potomac. There's too much mercury. We've got a couple of treatment plants and upriver in DC, plus all of the crap that gets dumped out of that city into the water system is just awful. Yeah, I try to avoid town too. We have the option of going north or south from here. If we go north, we're in Fredericksburg, which is a fairly major town for this area. And if we go south, we end up in Louisa, which is a very small town that has 2 stoplights. Both of them have a Tractor Supply. So we'll be going south to Louisa today if we actually do get in the car and go out. I think the roads are fairly clear. Like I said, Tia had to go to work earlier today, and she didn't have any trouble getting into work. She saw one car that was off in the side of a ditch, but that was probably from yesterday when the roads were worse. So I don't think we'll have any issues today, but I do want to stay away from the larger towns. They're just, well, I want to do that on any day, much less snow days. Oh, thanks for the thumbs up. We appreciate it. All right, Heaven's Gate, have a good one. Thanks. And we're probably going to go ahead and log off here as well. Like I said, we were just playing with this and trying to figure out what it was all about. We've been on for 32 minutes now and had absolutely nothing to talk about. So we appreciate y'all hanging out with us and chatting for a little bit. And hopefully we'll be doing more of these in the future. We're definitely got a lot of videos that we'll be uploading soon. We have to get to editing them all, but we filmed 6 or 7 of them this weekend, and it was a lot of fun. 7? Yeah, we filmed 7 videos this weekend. So Megan wanted to get in and do a lot of work, so that's what we did. All right, well, we're going to go ahead and take off then. Again, thanks guys for showing up. We really appreciate it. Appreciate the support you guys have given the channel so far. We're not yet at 2 months, and we're up to, I think we're going to hit 225 subscribers today, possibly. We were at 223 when I last looked, and we're really thankful for you guys. And thanks for coming by, and Merry Christmas. I don't know if we'll go live again before Christmas, but we'll definitely have videos out before then. All right. Thanks, guys.
Thank you. Bye.